Ball teed up, Logan Cook after the kick. And away we go from East Rutherford. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Lamar off to play fake. This finds Smith. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
3rd and long for him here. That's caught for the 1st. A lot of grass ahead. Hits the 20. He does it. Touchdown, New York.
Well damn. Well damn. Well damn.
Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Mayfield comes out throwing. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Offense in the hurry up here. Sending a receiver left. Mayfield on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Baker now from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. Good running here. He's across the 15. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Gosh, I love that creativity of the play call. Name of the game is putting the ball in the hands of your best, your playmakers, creating matchups for them to take advantage. And this time, not as a receiver, but as a runner. That is job well done.
From the red zone now. He's on the move, pushing for the end zone, and he lost the football. It's not loose. And this is scooped up by the Jets.
Kate, did those sidelines get loud or what? It was practically in unison. Everybody's shouting to jump on top of that one. We just needed an official signal if it was 6 points or a touchback. And fortunately for them, well, it was a touchback.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Hey, middle. Hey, Alpha.
Play action now with Jackson. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Now Jackson off the play action. Headed out right. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. J.C. Horn to pick it off. And the Rams have it now on his 8th pick of the year. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble. Then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he nearly takes it to the red zone before going out. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it brings up an L.A. first down.
Alert!
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Has it down close. And all he needed was one more stride. He's at the 2-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Taylor can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. Working quickly here.
Regular.
Quick throw left side, complete. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Running with Taylor. And he's in for the touchdown. The Rams pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Gano's point after is good. And the Rams tie this game 7-7. On now is Cook to kick this away. And that kick goes out of bounds. They're going to get great field position out of this. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. First and 10 from the 41.
180. No, we changed it.
Lamar now from the gun. He'll get this to Etienne. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
No, we changed it.
From midfield on second down. Buys time, rolling right. Now here he goes. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. It's a gain of 22. And it'll give the Jets a first down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. That's taken in by Etienne. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Working inside the red zone. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he winds up out of bounds, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from MetLife coming right up. Back now for the second quarter, and the Jets, they have got to look towards that end zone. Is in, touchdown, New York. The Jets take a second quarter lead. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Extra point from Blankenship is up and good. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hurry, hurry!
The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Mayfield now from the gun. Escapes the pocket.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up to the 44. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First and 10, it's Mayfield. He puts some power on a deep one left. He's got it inside the 10. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing.
And he's over the line and in. Touchdown, L.A. The Rams can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Gano ends the point after. And the Rams tie things up at 14. On now is Cook to kick this away. Return starts from the goal line. Oh, he lost it on the hit! And they steal it back on the return. And he will take it back for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams take a second quarter lead. Gano for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. taken in by Sutton. Touchdown, New York! The Jets can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. Blankenship good on the point after. And the Jets tie this game at 21. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they face 2nd down. Throwing again is Baker. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Third and long, Mayfield. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds, up at midfield. It's a gain of 29 yards. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Alex Anzalone there on the stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Here's Mayfield. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. Mayfield will look to throw. This one finds Taylor. And they're going to be down close to the 35 as he goes out. 1st down, ball at the 36.
Regular. Hey, alert. Run. Done.
Baker now. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 20. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Real.
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And he's able to push this down to the 12. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Taylor again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
They're going to turn to Taylor on 3rd down. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Taylor. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Hey, alert 33.
Another shot for Taylor. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive. Try to stick them with the loss and make a difficult 4th down decision.
And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that forces them to 4th and goal.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Here we go, 4th and goal inside the 1.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
A quick throw here, left side. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take the lead just before halftime. Gano's point after is good. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Cook to kick this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. They go play fake with Jackson. He's got Smith. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Forced out to his right. Gets this one to Harrison.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock here with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, alert 33.
Pressure coming. Baker. Taylor makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Offense up to the line fast. First and 10. Here's Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
King. Regular.
Third and long for him here. He beams one deep right side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jalen Johnson with the pick. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL. And especially in the second half, you have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. He's pushed straight ahead, nets maybe a yard at most. Hit applied by Bradley Chubb. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught for the first. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Lamar now from the gun. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Report.
Now Jackson off the play action. Taken in by Smith. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I'm sure coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Rams are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, As he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
From the gun, Taylor. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That was Jermaine Johnson there to make the play. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Real. Up. Done.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Alert! Done.
Baker now from the gun. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. So it seems like either way they were getting a 4th down here, but this way cost them some extra yardage too.
Hey, I get you want to avoid a possible turnover by forcing it down the field, but it's really hard to find a scenario where 10 yards and a loss of downs is the better outcome.
No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
What is shot? Hey, report. Get up.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Oh no, they get him yet again. Derwin James picks it. And the Rams take over on his 5th interception of the season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Alert! Hey, alert! Run. Hey, alert 33. Watch out.
Here's Baker. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams parlay the interception into points. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
On now is Cook to kick this away. His return starts at the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Play fake. Jackson. He lets a heater go deep. Middle of the... Oh, brother. It's another interception. That is Lewis Seen. And the Rams will take over along the midfield stripe back to the interception and return. Oh, man, Brock. Somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Good. That's it.
Mayfield now from the gun. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Straight ahead with Taylor. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Let's go, boys, let's go.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Regular.
Tight end going in motion here. First down, here's Baker. Has him on the quick hitter.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Run.
We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Regular. Real. Up. Alert. My touch.
From the gun, Mayfield. Short pass brought in. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Out is Graham Gano to try to knock this through. This from 30 yards out. The kick by Gonzalez is good. And that extends their lead to 14.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown and field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's trying to go deep. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Ravens.
I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like super